So very good morning to all of you. So let us have introduction first. This is my first lecture on your class. So we'll have the introduction. I will introduce myself, and then you have to introduce yourself. Then we will see the introduction of this subject, basic civil engineering. Right. So I am Professor H.R. Pawar. My basic native place is Darfur, which is located on the Solapur-Barshi road. I have completed my master's in civil engineering, ME Civil Engineering in Water Resources Engineering, and presently I am pursuing my PhD in Civil Engineering. I have total 2 years of industrial experience and near about 10 years of teaching experience. Out of that, 4 years I have taught on the diploma college, and near about 6 years I have the teaching experience on the degree college, engineering degree colleges. So in my total this teaching experience, I have taught various subjects like in first year I have taught the subject like basic civil engineering, then applied mechanics. In the second engineering, I have taught the subject like fluid mechanics 1, fluid mechanics 2, then water resources engineering, then environmental engineering 1, environmental engineering 2, and in diploma various subjects I have taught there in that 4 years. So this was my little introduction of myself. Now I would like to ask all of you to introduce yourself in a short way. You have to tell your name, then from which college you have completed your 12th, and your native place. So you can tell here. Okay. So see there in a participant list, the sequence, as per the sequence which is there in the participant list, you can introduce yourself. Or if you have been got the roll numbers, you can introduce yourself with your roll numbers. Which one will be the better to you? I think we should go as per the participant list, because some students may be absent there. So due to that your introduction, it will get paused somewhere if any student is absent there. So in participant list, I am observing here the roll number 24. Ashwini Kadam is the first name here. So you can introduce yourself, tell your name, your native place, yes, from which. Yes, you can.
My name is Ashwini Dilip Kadam from Aznari.
You are from Aznari. From which college you have completed your 12th?
Sangola, New English School, Sangola.
Okay, nice. Anyone other next student?
Can I, sir?
Yes.
Can I, sir?
Yes, yes, you can.
My name is Anuradha Jayant Pawar. I'm from Pandharpur. I completed my 12th from KBP College, Pandharpur.
Okay, nice. Next.
Can I, sir?
Pratik, okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, my name is Pratik Godse. I am from Pandharpur. My 12th completed from R.S. Chandak, Solapur.
Okay, very nice. Next student.
May I, sir?
Yes, Anjali.
My name is Anjali Shokumar Vetkar. I am completed in BJ College and I am from Pandharpur.
Okay, nice. Next student.
Hello, sir. My name is Suyesh Sanjay Survase, and I have completed my 12th from Vivekwardhani Junior College, Pandharpur, and I am from Pandharpur.
Okay, nice.
Can I, sir?
Yes, you can.
Hello, sir. My name is Monica Vittal Bosle. I am from Sangola. My 12th completed from New English School, Sangola.
Okay, nice. Next.
May I, sir?
Yes, yes.
My name is Rakesh Atkare. I am from Pandharpur. My 12th complete Vivek Junior College.
Okay, very nice. Next student.
Hi sir, my name is Omkar Chandrakant Deshmukh. My native place is Mohol. My completed 12th Gurukul Vidyalaya at Padi.
Good. Next.
Can I, sir?
Yes.
Hello, sir. My name is Sakshi Gopal Gaurwar. I am from Pandharpur. I have completed my 12th in KBP College, Pandharpur.
Okay, nice.
May I, sir?
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm Akshata Sonone and I'm from Usmanabad district. I have passed my 11th and 12th from Shri Shivaji Mahavidyalaya, Barshi.
Good.
Hello sir, myself Omkar Jayant Ramayane. I completed 12th in KBB College, Pandharpur. I am from Pandharpur.
Nice. Next.
Hello sir, my name is Ishwari Chandrasekhar Takankar. I am from Pandharpur and I completed 12th in KBP College, Pandharpur.
Good. Next. There is some noise. Ek minute. Sakshi, 1 minute you mute yourself. Mute कर. तुमचं म्हणजे लॅपटॉप आणि फोन सायमल्टेनियसली चालू आहे का? There is some noise coming from your side.
Can I, sir?
Yes, Lakshman.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Myself, Al Shetty. I am from Solapur. I have completed 12th in BBF Danan College, Solapur.
Okay, nice.
Can I, sir?
Yes, Suraj.
My name is Sir Suraj Kagde. I am from Barfi. My college name is SBZM Barfi.
Okay, nice. Next.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I'm Sakshi Bar from Maloli. My 12th completed in SME Akuluz.
Okay, nice.
Can I, sir?
Yes.
My name is Sir Rushikesh Patil. I am from Mohol and 11th and 12th complete in RIKP College, Mohol.
Okay, very nice. Next.
Hello, sir. My name is Afroja Shakil Dewe. I am from Pandharpur. My 12th completed from KBP College, Pandharpur.
Good. Next.
Can I, sir?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Divya.
Hello, sir. Myself, Akshay Hemant Pujari from Brahmapuri. My previous college name is BMJC Solapur.
Okay, nice.
Can I, sir?
Yes, Divya.
I am Divya Khadge from Sripur and 12th completed SCV College, Sripur.
Good. Next.
Can I, sir?
Yes.
My name is Vaishnavi Sutesh Khune. I am from Kurdwadi. I complete my 12th in MGB College, Kurdwadi.
Okay, nice. Next student.
Can I, sir?
Yes, Harish.
Myself, Harish Bhagwat Nagarkar. I have completed my 12th in KBP College, Pandharpur, and I am from Pandharpur.
Good. Next.
Can I, sir?
Yes.
My name is Anuradha Narkadkar. I am from Kurdu. 12th completed in MGP College, Kurdwadi.
Okay, very nice.
Can I, sir?
Yes.
I am Dhanashri Ashoka K from Sangola. My 12th completed in New English School, Sangola.
Okay, nice. Next.
Can I say, sir?
Yes, anyone? Yes, Nehal was there, I think. Snehal, introduce yourself.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Myself Snehal Ingolu Deshmukh from Khandai, and I have completed my 12th in Sadashivram Mani Vidyalaya, Akli.
Okay, nice. Next.
Can I, sir?
Yes, Rohit.
Myself, Rohit Dattatreya Chauhan. I am from Chopdi. I completed 12th in AKGR College of Science, Atpadi.
Okay, nice. Rohan.
My name is Rohan. I have completed in Vidya Mandir College of Vairag. I am from Vairag.
Okay, nice.
Can I, sir?
Yes, Rachna.
My name is Rachna Musare. I complete my 12th in Chandrabhanu Sonone College, Ukadgaon. I am from Barshi.
Okay, nice. Then,
Can I, sir?
yes.
Good morning, sir. I am
Good
Rutuja
morning.
Shivraj Thange from Barshi. I completed my 12th in Chandrabhanu Sonone College, Ukadgaon.
Nice. Then, anyone else remain?
Can I, sir?
Can I say?
Yes, Trupti Ligade.
Sir, my name is Trupti Govind Ligade. I have completed my 12th in English School Junior College, Sangola. My native place is Asnale.
Okay, nice. Prakash.
Hi sir, my name is Prakash Tikte. I am from Barshi. My 11th and 12th is Maharashtra College, Barshi.
Okay, nice. Then some people have raised their hands. Out of that, I think Akshata has given introduction. Then Snehal also have given introduction. Kunal Yadav.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Myself, Kunal Yadav. I am from Pandharpur. I completed my 12th KBP College, Pandharpur.
Good. Next, Sheetal, have you given the introduction? Sheetal Godke.
Hello, sir. My name is Sheetal Ghodke. I am from Pandharpur. I am completed my 12th KBP College, Pandharpur.
Okay, nice. Then Sanika Changude.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Myself, Sanika Maldari Chandugude. I am from Karmala, Solapur. My previous college name is Mahatma Gandhi High School, Karmala, Solapur.
Good, nice. Next, Amruta Patil.
Hello, sir. Myself, Amruta Patil. I am from Kurdwadi. I completed my 12th in Sri Shivaji Mahavidyalaya, Barshi.
Okay, nice. Then, not many students are there. Srinivas Patil.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Srinivas Sunil Patil. I am from Mangalveda. My 12th was completed from Uma Mahavidyalaya, Pandharpur.
Okay, nice. Amol Jadhav.
Hello, sir. My name is Amol Jadhav. I completed 12th from Vasant Vidyalaya, Khed.
Okay, nice. Those students who have given the introduction, they can lower their hands if you have given the introduction. You can lower your hand. Otherwise, I may ask you repeatedly. I think Ajit also have given the introduction. Then you can lower your hands. Those students who have not given the introduction, they can only keep your hands raised. Next is Arya Jagtap.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm myself, Arya Jagtap. I'm from Barshi. I have completed my 12th in Shivaji Mahavidyalaya, Barshi.
Nice. Then Nikhil Devkate.
Hello, sir. My name is Nikhil Devkate. I am from Mada. I complete my 12 in KBP College, Angar.
Good. Then Sanket, have you given the introduction? Sanket Pawar. Have you given the introduction? Okay, you introduce yourself.
My name is Sanket Pawar. I am from Barshi. I have completed 12 from the Maharashtra College, Barshi.
Good. Next, Vishal Kolekar.
Hello, sir.
Yes. I think network issue is there. Your voice is not reaching properly to us. Any other? We shall check whether range is there, network property network is there, and you can repeat once again. Okay, Prachi, you can give the introduction. Have you given introduction, Prachi? Sakshi More?
Yes, sir. I am Sakshi Balasam More from Adikuroli. My college name is Vasantrao Kale Prashala Adikuroli.
Okay, nice. Then who else is remain? Prachi, if you have not given the introduction, you can introduce. Otherwise, you can mute. Your mic is unmuted. Vishal.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, you can repeat.
Sir, my name is Vishal Ramdas Kolekar. I am from Mohd Budruk. My 12th completed from Shiva Vidyalaya, Mohd Budruk.
Okay, nice. I think all the students are over giving the introduction. If anyone is remained, you can raise your hand and you can introduce. Anyone else is remained?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Vivek.
I'm Vivek Zong. I'm from Kolhapur, Rashidi, and 12th completed in Chate Junior College, Kolhapur.
Okay, nice. Anyone else? कौन राहिले का introduction द्यायचं? If all the students are over, then we will move toward the introduction of our subject, that is basics of civil and mechanical engineering. I think one of the lectures might have been happened on this particular subject. The name of this course or name of this subject is basics of civil and mechanical engineering. Okay. In here. Means actually this course, it has been, it is a combination of two different subjects. In earlier course or the earlier syllabus of the first year of engineering, there were two separate subjects with the name basics of civil engineering and basic mechanical engineering. Okay, BME and BCE असे दोन वेगवेगळे सब्जेक्ट होते, बेसिक सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग and बेसिक मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग. But from this I think 2020-21 with the effective year, academic year from 2021, these subjects have been combined here, and only one subject has been prepared here with the name basics of civil engineering and mechanical engineering. Also, the content of the syllabus has been reduced earlier. Each subject, it was having the weightage of 100 marks, means 70 marks university examination and 30 mark ICA, internal continuous assessment, and ISC examination was there for the 30 marks. So likewise, a distribution of 70 marks were there. But now these subjects, both subjects have been combined here, and they have given the 50-50 weightage, means section 1, it is based upon the basic civil engineering, and the section 2nd, it is based upon the basics of mechanical engineering. And here I am going to deal with you for the section 1, which is that we are going to study about the basics of civil engineering. Okay, and basics of mechanical engineering, it will be taught to you by other faculty. I think Professor Uttam Anuse is the name of that faculty. He might have taken the first lecture on your class, I suppose, and he is going to deal with you for the second section, that is basics of mechanical engineering. Okay, so this was the just first slide here about the introduction, and then this is the syllabus structure for this particular subject. These are the various courses you are going to learn in this semester first. Okay, In the first column, you can observe there are different course code have been given here. See here, course means you have to consider it as the name of the that particular course is nothing but subject. Okay, here in engineering, for that subject, as we call the subject in 11th and 12th, like subject chemistry, physics, mathematics, these are the subjects. So here we call the subject as the course, and each course it will have the code, and these are the name of the courses. Engineering physics, then engineering chemistry. So engineering physics, it will have the course code C011, then C022, then engineering.
Sir, we can see the slides, sir.
Slides are not visible to you. 1 minute. Sorry for it. Is it visible right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you for your response, quick response. Otherwise, I would have gone teaching like the same way. So whenever you face any kind of problem, you have to, on the spot, you have to tell to us, so that other students also will get benefited from it. Okay. This was the first slide on which the title of the subject has been mentioned here. Title of the course, Basics of Civil Engineering and Mechanical Engineering. Right. Then this is the second slide, which shows the syllabus structure of your semester 1. In the semester 1, these are the theory courses you are going to learn. Okay, and in this particular theory courses, there is one our course is there with course code C113. Okay, this is the course code for the subject Basics of Civil Engineering and Mechanical Engineering. Engagement hours means how much hours weightage is given for per week. Within a week, how much lectures should be conducted. It has been mentioned by the university that 4 hours weightage is given. Means per week, at least 4 hours we have to conduct lectures. Then credits have been given here, 4 credits. And these are the weightage of marks, 70 marks and 30 marks. In earlier, like we were having the examination, board examination of 100 marks, and university also we were having the examination of 100 marks. But nowadays, this 100 marks have been divided into different categories. One is called as the 70 marks ESE examination. The long form of the ESE is the end sem examination. Okay, end sem or semester examination. See, in 11, 12, you were not having the semester pattern. Okay, म्हणजे पूर्ण वर्षभरामध्ये आपण एकच सब्जेक्ट शिकवत होतो. But here in the engineering, we have the semester pattern. Means each after every 6 months, your syllabus will change. Okay, these subjects you are going to learn for the 6 months. Rather, I can say 3 to 4 months. हे आपल्याला सिलेबस कंप्लीशन साठी असतात, and within that 3 to 4 months we need to complete the syllabus. And again after next semester, in year you will have the 2 semester, and in next semester you will have the other different 4 to 5 subjects, right? So this is the pattern here in the engineering. Now here we were discussing about this 100 marks. This 100 marks end sem examination means final semester examination जी असते, that is called as the end sem examination. It is having the weightage of 70 marks. 70 mark पैकी तुमची ती exam असते, आणि out of this 100 marks, 70 marks is here, and 30 marks have been given to the ISE. Okay, ISE म्हणजे काय, in semester examination. म्हणजे सेमिस्टर पूर्ण आपली ज्यावेळेस चालू असते, within that 3 months you will have the I think 2 to 3 ISE examination of the 30 marks or 20 marks. 30 मार्काची किंवा 20 मार्काची अशा 2-3 परीक्षा तुमच्या त्या ठिकाणी असतात. जशी युनिट टेस्ट असते किंवा क्लास टेस्ट आपण म्हणूया, अशा टाइपचे टेस्ट देयर विल बी टेस्ट, अँड बेस्ड अपॉन दिस 3 टेस्ट युअर मार्क्स विल बी गिवन टू यू आउट ऑफ दिस 30 मार्क्स. हे 30 मार्काची परीक्षा असते, त्या 30 पैकी तुम्हाला त्या ठिकाणी मार्क दिले जातात परत. म्हणजे सपोज ISE 1 is there. In ISE 1 you have got out of 30 you have got 25 marks. Then in ISE 2, if you have got 28 marks, and in ISE 3, you have got out of 30 marks, 30 out of 30 marks. Then out of these 3 tests, if the 3 tests have been taken, then I think best of 2 will be taken for here. Average will be done, and you will get here the marks out of the 30. म्हणजे 30 मार्क तुमच्या हातात आहेत. Rather I can say because the syllabus for this 30 mark, it is not the whole syllabus. म्हणजे पूर्ण सिलेबस त्या ठिकाणी नसतो. सिलेबस किती असतो? फॉर एक्झाम्पल ISC 1 जर त्या ठिकाणी असेल तर दॅट ISC 1 विल बी बेस्ड अपॉन the number of units covered till the ISC 1. जर 1 महिन्यानंतर आपण ISC 1 घेणार असेल तर 1 महिन्यामध्ये आपला सिलेबस किती झालेला आहे? बेस्ड अपॉन दॅट सिलेबस युअर ISC 1 एक्झाम विल बी देअर. ओके, देन ISC 2 एक्झाम जे असेल, सपोज देअर आर टोटल 6 युनिट. तुमच्या जर सिलेबस मध्ये 6 युनिट असतील तर पहिले 2 युनिट, पहिली ISC असेल ती पहिल्या 2 युनिट वरती असेल. ठीक आहे. देन सेकंड ISC विल बी ऑन द नेक्स्ट 2 युनिट्स, युनिट नंबर 3 and 4. And last third ISC, it will be on the unit number 5 and 6. So the syllabus is very limited here for the study purpose, and you can score more marks in this particular ISC examination. Okay, it's because syllabus is very limited. You can ISC 1 will be mostly it will be on the based upon first and second unit. Then ISC 2 will be on the 3 and 4th unit. I am just giving an example. If the number of units are 6, if the number of units are more, then it may number of year units may increase for the ISC 1, ISC 2, and ISC 3 accordingly. Okay. But in the end sem examination, this end sem examination, it is based upon the whole syllabus. जो आपले टोटल जे 6 युनिट असतील तर त्या 6 युनिट वरती बेस तुमची त्या ठिकाणी हे एंड सेम एक्झामिनेशन असते. सो यू हॅव टू डू द लॉट ऑफ स्टडी फॉर द गेटिंग गुड स्कोर इन दिस पर्टिक्युलर एंड सेम एक्झामिनेशन. ओके, आय थिंक यू हॅव गॉट द meaning of this ISC marks and then ESC marks and ISC marks, right? And then comes the ICA, that is internal continuous assessment. We call it as a internal continuous assessment. Okay, in earlier syllabus structure we used to call it as a term work. Okay, I think you are familiar with this word term work. So these marks are in the hand of the subject teacher. Rather I can say these marks are in your hand, your own hands. Okay, तुमच्या स्वतःच्या हातामध्ये मार्क आहेत. Term work generally it is of the 25 marks for many subjects. Some subjects may be there, may be having 50 marks, but I think in the first year most of the subjects might be having on the next slide you will observe there the ICA marks weightage, because these marks are mainly based upon your practical. ओके, जे तुमचे प्रॅक्टिकल असतात प्रत्येक सब्जेक्टच्या, त्या प्रॅक्टिकल तुम्ही जे परफॉर्म करणार आहेत त्याच्यामधला तुमचा जो परफॉर्मन्स आहे, त्याच्यानंतर तुमचे बाकीचे जे परफॉर्मन्स आहे ते इन्क्लूड करून तुमचे हे 25 मार्क त्या ठिकाणी असतात. अँड आउट ऑफ दिस 25 मार्क्स यू मे गेट 24 मार्क, 23 मार्क्स, देन 22 मार्क्स बेस्ड अपॉन युअर होल परफॉर्मन्स देअर. ओके, so this is the syllabus structure actually. Here on the next slide you will observe here the ICA weightage, how for each subject how much marks have been given here. You can see the course number 1 engineering physics, engineering chemistry, it has the weightage of 25 marks, and in our subject C113, that is basic civil and mechanical engineering, it has the term work of the 25 marks. And here engagement hours are 2, means per week we will have the 2 hours practical has been mentioned or given by the university. And here at the rate has been included, sign has been given here. You can see it means that alternate practical hours will be there. Means if in this particular week if you have the practicals of the basic civil engineering, then in the next week you will have the practical session of the basic mechanical engineering. Okay, alternately we will have the practical hours here in this subject, and it has the credit of 1. Okay, so this is the overall syllabus structure about your first semester. All subjects are there, and including basic mechanical, civil and basic mechanical engineering, the syllabus structure I have discussed here. Now let us see the course curriculum. What are the contents that you are going to learn in this particular course or the subject basic civil and basic mechanical engineering. I think section 1, section 2, which is based upon the basic mechanical engineering, the syllabus structure might have discussed by that particular subject teacher. So here I'm not going to repeat that second section syllabus. rather I will explain you what are the things you are going to learn in the section 1, that is from the basic civil engineering. Okay, everyone is understanding what I am saying? If you are
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
okay, if you are feeling any kind of difficulty in understanding, please let me know. I will explain that thing in Marathi. Because in our Sweri college, we have the culture that teaching must be done in the English, and now we have become habitual to speak in English, to teach in English, because every day we are teaching in English. But you are just new students to engineering background, and also you might be face some difficulty as we are speaking in completely English, because at your college, particularly in our Maharashtra, we are somewhat facing difficulty in understanding the English and speaking English. So such kind of issue is there. If you are unable to understand what are the things we are discussing here, we are teaching here, then you can raise your hand, you can unmute yourself, and you can say that, sir, this particular point I have not understood in English. You can please speak in Marathi and or explain the concept in Marathi. Then no problem, no doubt. We will I will explain that particular concept in Marathi also. Okay, I will try to explain. Though completely it is not possible to explain all the concepts in Marathi, because here the technical language is English. So all the words which are technical words are there. I have to speak in English only. But simultaneously, I can take the help of the Marathi language to explain the particular concept, and you will understand the concept clear. Okay. So section 1, it is based upon the basics of civil engineering. Here, unit number 1, name of the unit number 1, it is the introduction to civil engineering and infrastructure. Okay, this is the unit number 1. According to the university, it has been given the weightage of 5 hours. Within 5 hours, we have to complete this unit, and marks have been allotted here. 8 marks have been given as per the university here. So what are the contents that we are going to study in this particular unit? And then according to the contents, that mark distribution is also given, and within how much hours we have to complete that particular point, that is also mentioned here. Then assessment, what kind of assessment it can be expected from your side, whether explanation is required here or any MCQ type of question that we have to take. And last column is about the Bloom's level. So this level, there are different types of levels according to Bloom's taxonomy. You may not be familiar with this. See, AICTE, do you know the AICTE? What is AICTE? Anyone? AICTE बद्दल काय माहिती आहे तुम्हाला? AICTE is the central government's one central body is there, which is having the headquarter at Delhi. Okay, Delhi मध्ये याचं हेडक्वार्टर आहे. जसं आपल्या महाराष्ट्रामध्ये टेक्निकल एज्युकेशन वरती कंट्रोल करण्यासाठी एक अपेक्स बॉडी आहे, टॉपची बॉडी आहे, दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज द DTE. Okay, Directorate of Technical Education. Similarly, at the center there is one body, or we can say organization, which is called as the AICTE, that is All India Council of Technical Education. This AICTE, it has the control over all the technical institutions or the colleges all over the India. Technical institution like engineering colleges, then pharmacy colleges, then any other technical courses there, then they will have the control over these colleges. They will give the proper guidelines and instruction to all the institution, how the teaching has to be implemented, what should be in which manner to be teaching has to be done, then how should be the infrastructure, and they have overall control. There are 2 other bodies which have the control over this engineering institution, and that bodies are NBA and NAC, National Board of Accreditation, and NAC is there. These are the 2 governing bodies. They come to the respective colleges. They do the inspection in the college, and accordingly they will give the grade to that particular college. In our Sweri, all these 2 particular inspecting bodies, they have come in our college from time to time, and they have accredited our college. So NBA accreditation is done in our college, and all the branches of civil Sweri in our college, they have been NBA accredited. Okay. This is a somewhat tough type of accreditation. Also, we have the NAC accreditation in our college also, and all this NAC, NBA and NAC, they are following the OBE, that is outcome-based education. In earlier days, the syllabus structure, it was not the outcome-based education, but nowadays AICTE has given the guideline to all the engineering colleges that your syllabus should be outcome-based education. Okay, and assessment of the syllabus, it should be also include the outcome-based education. Means what are the things students are going to learn, their outcome. First that outcome should be determined. It should be mentioned, and then you have to check whether that particular target has been achieved or not. Okay, so in that outcome-based education, this Bloom's level, that part is there. So Bloom's is the name of the scientist who has given these different types of level of learning. सगळ्यात आपण ज्यावेळेस एखादी गोष्ट शिकत असतो तर ते शिकण्याच्या वेगवेगळ्या लेवल असतात. सगळ्यात खाली जी लेवल असते दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज द रिमेंबरन्स. ओके, म्हणजे आपण एखादी गोष्ट ज्यावेळेस शिकत असतो त्यावेळेस ते सगळ्यात अगोदर आपण आठवण, मेमरी आपण त्या ठिकाणी वापरतो आठवण्यासाठी. ओके, रिमेंबरन्स इज द फर्स्ट लेअर. देन कम्स द अंडरस्टँडिंग. लहानपणी आपण ज्यावेळेस ABCD वगैरे शिकतो किंवा 12 आपण जे शिकतो अ आ इ, तर ते आपण सगळ्यात अगोदर काय करतो, ते आपल्याला समजत नसतं पण ते आपण पाठ करतो, बरोबर आहे. सो दॅट लेवल इज कॉल्ड द रिमेंबरन्स लेवल. देन कम्स द अंडरस्टँडिंग लेवल. ओके, अंडरस्टँडिंग म्हणजे काय, आपण तो कन्सेप्ट समजून घेतो. दॅट लेवल इज कॉल्ड द अंडरस्टँडिंग लेवल. त्याच्यानंतर तिसरी लेवल येते त्या ठिकाणी अनालिसिस, डिझाईन, अनालिसिस विल बी देअर. एखादी कन्सेप्ट आपल्याला समजली असेल तर त्याच्यावरती आपल्याला अनालिसिस करता आलं पाहिजे. ठीक आहे. सपोज तुम्ही या ठिकाणी बेरीज करायला शिकलाय, A+B = C. ओके, हे आपल्याला मॅथमॅटिकल एक्सप्रेशन आपण जर शिकलो असेल तर याचा वापर करून आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी अनालिसिस पण करता आली पाहिजे. सो दॅट इज अगेन नेक्स्ट लेवल ऑफ अंडरस्टँडिंग. अँड नेक्स्ट कम द डिझाईन. म्हणजे हे अनालिसिस करून झाल्यानंतर आपण एखादी गोष्ट आपण डिझाईन पण आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी करता आली पाहिजे. ओके, सो दीज आर द व्हेरियस levels of understanding, or levels, we can say levels of learning. Okay, these are the various levels of learning, and this particular syllabus in this contents, okay, each and every concept, it is based upon, either it may be based upon the remembering, it may be based upon the understanding, it may be based upon the analyzing, it may be based upon the designing. As far as your first year syllabus is concerned, it is mostly based upon the remembering and understanding level of the Bloom's level. Okay, levels of the learning. Remembering आणि अंडरस्टँडिंग ह्या लेवलला तुमचं हे सिलेबस असतो. इट इज नॉट दॅट मच डिफिकल्ट युअर सिलेबस. ओके, but as you learn, as you go ahead, you progress. Means if you go in the second year, then you go in the third year, the level of understanding, it goes on increasing. From remembering, the level of understanding, it will go to the understanding level. Then in the third year of engineering, you may have the subject for the analysis type of subject, maybe you may have, and in the BE, some of the subject there you may be having some design part. Okay, means after learning these basic subjects in the first year, second year of engineering, you will apply that subject. Apply is another level of understanding here. After analyzing, there will be design, and last will be the apply. So these are the different levels of understanding. And in the final year of engineering, you will apply that learning, all the knowledge you have learned in the first year, second year, and third year in the projects. Whatever the projects you perform, you do in the final year of engineering, you are going to apply that knowledge in preparing your own projects, right? So these are the levels here. So why I have mentioned all these levels here, so that you should know why this Bloom's level have been given in your particular syllabus, and what is the meaning of this remembering, understanding. So if you look at this particular levels, Bloom's level, in this particular syllabus, most of the contents, they are based upon this remembering and understanding level up to second level only. Okay, means your syllabus is not that much difficult. In some of the subjects, like where the problematic subject is there, then your that level, it may go up to the third level, that is I think analysis. But most of the syllabus or the contents of your first year of engineering, it may be based upon this remembering and understanding level. I think someone other faculty might have also explained about this Bloom's level, so it may be the repetition for you. Was it told to you earlier by someone, any faculty?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, now the idea might have been clear to you about this Bloom's level. So what are the contents that we are going to study in this unit number 1? Definitions and various subdomains of civil engineering. Okay, civil engineering definition. What is the meaning of civil engineering? Then what are the subdomains or sub branches of civil engineering? Civil engineering right now you are just knowing that civil engineering means construction of the buildings, construction of the different types of structures like bridges, roads. But there are number of sub branches in the civil engineering. What are the sub branches or subdomains of civil engineering? You are going to learn in this particular unit number 1 and in this particular point. Okay. Then second point is relevance of civil engineering in other branches, civil engineering branch with the other branches of engineering. So what is the meaning of this? Civil engineering is such a branch. It has the application or it has the relevance with the other branches of engineering also. What are the other branches of engineering? Mechanical engineering is there. Then electrical engineering is there. Then electronics and telecommunication, which is called ENTC. Then we have the computer engineering is there. Then production engineering is there. Then textile engineering is there. So there are n number of civil engineering branches are there. So many of these branches, they need to take the help of civil engineering for their smooth functioning. Okay. For example, in mechanical engineering, we need to construct the bigger plants, right? Production plants we need to construct. For the construction of this particular bigger plants, you will need to take the help of civil engineering. Similarly, in electrical engineering, you need to construct the very large size towers. Okay, power towers are the transmission of power. You will require that towers construction, and this construction of tower, it has been done by the civil engineering. So many branches are there which need to take the help of civil engineering. So that is the meaning of this particular point. What is the relevance of civil engineering branch with the other branches of engineering? And you are going to learn that things in this particular point number 2. Then the role of civil engineering in various construction activities. When civil engineer, when it do the construction of any particular building, let it be a residential building, or it may be commercial building, or it may be public building. So what is the role of civil engineering in that particular construction activities? So there are a lot of other roles of civil engineers are there that you are going to learn in this particular point. Okay. Some students are joining right now. I think they are coming for the present, or they might have left due to the network issue. I don't know. Next point from this unit number 1 that we are going to learn is about the introduction of the roads. You are going to learn here what are the various, what is the meaning of road, what are the various types of road, then what is IRC classification of road, typical functional cross section, road's cross section kasa asto हे आपण या ठिकाणी बघणार आहोत. These are the things you will learn in this particular unit number 1. So then comes the unit number 2. This unit number 2, the title of this unit is, see, unit means here chapter. In your 11th and 12th, you are having the chapters, chapter number 1, chapter number 2. Here in engineering, we call it as a unit. Okay. Unit may be the collection of the number of chapters. In earlier, in your syllabus, there were lot many chapters were there. Okay, 10-12 किंवा 15 पण तुमचे त्या ठिकाणी चॅप्टर असतील. But in our engineering, our chapters, or you can say here, units are limited. 6 to 7 units are there in every course or every subject. And these chapters, as you were having the chapter, they are clubbed here in one unit only. For example, say unit number 2, the title of this unit is the environmental engineering and water management and infrastructure. You can say that this particular environmental engineering, it is a one chapter, separate chapter. It can be, we can say, then water management, this can be another chapter. Then infrastructure, this can be another chapter. So collectively they are clubbed and they have put in the unit number 2. Okay. So that's, you should understand the difference between the chapter and the unit. Okay. This is the unit number 2. It has been given the weightage of 5 hours. Within 5 hours weightage hours we have to complete this unit, and 8 marks weightage is being given here. Means in university examination, the 8 marks question, it may be asked on this particular unit. What are the contents that you are going to learn in this particular unit? Unit number 2. So as it is based upon the 3 different chapters environmental engineering, so the first subtopic here 2.1, it is based upon the environmental engineering. Okay, so all these contents are from the environmental engineering. Then second, these contents, these are from the water resources engineering, and these contents are from the infrastructure. Okay, this third point. So in the subtopic 1 here 2.1, what are the things you are going to learn? Environmental engineering. There you are going to learn what are the various water treatment systems, then effluent treatment systems, then solid waste management. See, in this particular course, that is basic civil engineering, you are going to get an overview about the civil engineering. Okay, there are 2 types of views. You might be knowing that one view is called as the bull eye view, and second is called as the bird eye view. Have you heard about this bull eye view and bird eye view?
No, sir.
Bird or eagle eye view, it is also called like the eagle eye view. See, when any bird look from the so when it is flying in the sky, if it look down at that time, that particular bird, it has the ability to look on the larger area, larger space he can cover. Okay, एवढा त्याला जो area आहे तो he can look at the larger area, larger particular space, but that particular bird, it will not be able to see all the things in details. तर प्रत्येक गोष्टी डिटेल मध्ये नाही दिसणार, पण that bird has the ability to see the large amount of information, large area. And bull eye means बैल जो असतो तो बैलाला फक्त समोरचं तेवढं दिसतं, किंवा जो घोडा वगैरे आपण म्हणूया, त्यांना काय होतं, फक्त जो समोरचा जो लिमिटेड एरिया पर्यंत त्यांना फक्त दिसतं. अँड दे कॅन ऑब्झर्व, दे कॅन सी व्हेरी स्मॉल थिंग्स ऑर द लिमिटेड थिंग्स, बट इन डिटेल्स. त्याला डिटेलमध्ये सगळ्या गोष्टी दिसतात, पण त्यांचा जो एरिया आहे किंवा त्यांचा जो स्कोप आहे तेवढा खूप लिमिटेड असतो. दॅट इज कॉल्ड द बुल आय व्ह्यू. And the second one is the bird eye view, where large information it can be observed, but it will not be in details. हे डिटेल मध्ये नसणार आहे, एक जुजबी स्वरूपाची इन्फॉर्मेशन आपण या ठिकाणी म्हणूया. सो दिस बुल bird eye view type of things are there you are going to learn in this basic civil engineering. Actually basics, this civil engineering, it is the very vast field, and within 4 years you are going to learn lot of subjects there in the civil engineering. But in this particular course, in section number 1, you are going to just see here what are the various things are there in civil engineering. सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये कोणकोणत्या गोष्टी आहेत, काय काय आहे, आपण त्या ठिकाणी आपण शिकू शकतो, किंवा काही गोष्टी त्या ठिकाणी आहेत ते आपल्याला आपण जे बघतो त्याचा फक्त आपण ओव्हरव्ह्यू या ठिकाणी घेतोय. मीन्स वी आर गोइंग टू सी हिअर इट इज द बर्ड आय व्ह्यू. एन्व्हायरमेंटल इंजिनिअरिंग म्हणजे काय आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये काय काय येऊ शकतं, त्यानंतर वॉटर रिसोर्सेस इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये काय त्या ठिकाणी आहेत, त्यानंतर इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर मध्ये काय आहे, याचा पण एक जुजबी स्वरूपाचं नॉलेज आपण या ठिकाणी यू आर गोइंग टू गेट हिअर. बिकॉज ऑल ऑफ द स्टुडंट्स हिअर आर फ्रॉम द डिफरंट बॅकग्राउंड्स. Some students may be from the mechanical engineering, some students from the electrical, others from the electronics and telecommunication. So they may not need to go in that much detail in understanding the all this concept. Okay, so that's why, but they should know what are the things there in the particular civil engineering or mechanical engineering. That's why just an overview has been given here in your first year of engineering. Okay, so now here time is over. I will take your attendance and then you can leave the session. Okay, so before that, let me tell you what are the things that are there in the unit this subdomain 2.2. Sources of water, then what is the meaning of dams, what are the various types of dam, then what is the meaning of rainwater harvesting. These things you are going to learn in this second subtopic 2.2. Then 2.3, here you are going to learn what are the various modes of transportation, what is the meaning of bridge, then what is tunnels, what are the railways, airports, docks and harbors. Then introduction to intelligent transport system, interdisciplinary application. So these are the contents of this unit number 2. So let me take your attendance. So I have taken the screenshot of your participant list. So I have got all the students' name here. On my phone, I have taken the screenshot of your attendance. Okay. So now time is over. So let us meet in the next lecture. We will cover the remaining. We will see the remaining parts here about the syllabus, and then we will enter into the actual syllabus in the next lecture. Okay. So let us stop here. Is there any difficulty in understanding, or whether the speed is sufficient, or am I going fast? So let me know from your side, so that accordingly I will reduce my speed in the next lecture.
No, sir, this speed is constant.
Okay, no problem. So with the same speed I will go. If you are not facing any kind of problem in understanding, so I think we should go with the same speed, because there are many things we are going to learn in this particular syllabus. And yes, we will. Main important thing is that you should understand the concept. What are the things that are given in the syllabus? To understand that concept is very important. Rather, moving with a great speed. The speed is not that much important. Understanding is important. So we are going to give the importance to your understanding. And if you are unable to grasp anything with the speed, then I will reduce the speed. We will increase the number of lectures afterwards. Okay, no problem with that. So now time is over. You can leave the session. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you to one and all. You can now leave the session. I have taken your attendance.